Alright, what I'm going to do today is do a quick review on Festool TS75 track saw. I'm not going to do a complete in-depth review of this track saw because there's a lot of them online. What I basically wanted to do is give everybody an idea of whether it's worth spending almost $800 for this saw. And I think so. I mean, if you work by yourself, especially if you work by yourself, even if you work with somebody else, it really makes it a lot easier to just lay your sheet goods out on the table. I have a dedicated table where I just lay my, lay all my sheet goods down. I throw a track on there, and I can cut it down. A lot of times what I'll end up doing is once it's cut down to a relative size, I'll take it to the table saw anyway, and get it to its final dimensions. But it makes it a whole lot easier. If you've ever worked with a lot of sheet goods, you know how hard it is really to, like I said, even if you got two guys to haul up a 4x8 sheet of 3/4 inch plywood and get it up on the table saw, it can be quite the pain in the butt. So today, like I said, I'm not really going to do a complete in-depth. I'm just going to give you guys show you a couple of small features that I think are really important on the saw, and go from there. Alright, one of the things that I wanted to show on this saw is exactly how easy it is to change a blade. You have the tool right here on board. It fits in a nice little slot right there, and it's as easy as you lower the blade. Doesn't have to go all the way down, and one of the nice safety features is you can just take the cord right out, so you know it's not plugged in. What you do, you lower it, and then there's a fast fix right here. You lower it, snaps it down. You grab the tool, it locks the blade. It not only locks the blade, but it also disengages the trigger, so there's no way, even if you accidentally left it plugged in, there's no way you could engage the saw while it's in the quick fix spot. That's it. That's as quick as it is. You pop the blade out, take a new blade, put it in position, and in a matter of a couple seconds, you have the blade changed. Alright, another one of the really nice features on this saw is it has a zero clearance, not only on the track, but it also has a zero clearance on the other side. So your cutoff piece usually ends up with little to no chip out. So you can pretty much use all your scraps. As far as my plywood, I like to use all the scraps on my plywood for different jigs, different other projects. So I never like to let anything go to waste, and this is a saw, if you're trying to maximize the usage of the plywood that you're breaking down, it's a really good saw. If you have $800 to spend and you work with a lot of sheet goods, buy the Festool TS75 track saw. It took me quite a while to make the decision whether I was going to purchase this saw or not. Soon as I bought it, I brought it home, used it, and never regretted it. I think right away I wish I would have bought one a lot earlier. Anybody that's doing on the site jobs, it's got a really good dust collection system on here. It catches almost everything, and when you're working in somebody else's house, everybody knows you want to keep the site as clean as possible. Even if you're using it around your own home, you want to keep your house as dust free as possible, and this thing does a really good job of collecting it dust. I don't have a Festool dust collection. I have a simple shop vac, fits right over there, and does a really good job. Festool didn't pay me to do a review on this. I really like Festool. If I could afford more of their tools, I obviously would. This is one of the tools that I say definitely go out and get. There's no other saw that does what this does at this price. I know DeWalt has a track saw. It's not very good. I've seen quite a few people that have used it. It's about $300. If I'm correct, I think it's about $300 less. But I say spend the $800 that you're going to spend for this one, and I think it's even cheaper than that. Maybe it's like $750. You get a couple extra blades. Maybe you're looking at $800. But it really does a good job. So I'd say, yeah, if you have the money, go out and buy the festool track saw.